The convenience stores of Speedway. Fill out through 6/24/25. See app for full terms.
KDWB FM, Richfield, Minneapolis, St. Paul, an iHeart radio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free and improved iHeartRadio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
If you need to hire, you know it takes time. Well, what if you could meet with qualified candidates the very next day? Now you can with Zip Intro from ZipRecruiter. You simply pick a time and it does all the work of finding and scheduling qualified candidates for you. Then you choose who you want to talk to and meet with great people on back-to-back video calls as soon as the next day.
Try Zip Intro for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. Zip Intro. Post jobs today. Talk to qualified candidates tomorrow.
From the 612 Injured, High Merle and Lammers Injury Law Traffic Center.
No accidents at this time. We have delays on 94 eastbound from Highway 101 to the Fish Lake Interchange. 494 tight westbound from Nicollet to 35W. Lafayette Freeway slow northbound from the Lafayette Bridge up to 94. I'm Maria Arnold, and that's your latest Total Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Dairy Queen. Hurry into DQ for their sauced and tossed chicken strip baskets with flavor from the top, bottom, and everywhere in between. Try them today in Honey Barbecue or New Buffalo, only at DQ. Happy tastes good, only at participating Dairy Queen locations.
Now live on streaming video, KDWB's Dave Ryan Show is now on YouTube every morning starting at 7 a.m. Just search Dave Ryan TV.
We are live right now. It is KDWB. I just want to mention this really interesting. The Star Tribune is laying off or giving early retirement or a buyout or whatever to offer employees.
Wow.
And because they're going to go like all digital. So
that's depressing.
Well, I mean,
but I guess, the times
change.
Yeah.
You used to look forward to getting like the Sunday paper. And remember when you got the Star Tribune and there was the turkey on the back for Thanksgiving?
Yes.
And you would color the giant turkey and then you would either hang it on the fridge or you'd mail it in for the coloring contest or whatever.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, it's nothing against the Star Tribune, but I just haven't read a newspaper in a really long time.
Yeah.
And you might find their stuff online. Anyway, so if you work for Star Tribune, good luck.
Yeah.
I wish I could tell you they got jobs over here at iHeart, but
they don't.
They don't.
They don't.
They don't.
We're going digital too.
Yeah.
We are going digital. We're on the iHeartRadio app.
Yeah.
So it's already there. We're not going digital. We are digital. Look at the iHeartRadio app and then find KDWB and then set us as a preset. It is, we got weekend tickets for you coming up in 30 minutes on KDWB. Bailey.
Yeah.
Decided to go outside the other day when it was 82 degrees. Enjoy the sunshine.
It was like 90 degrees.
It was, yeah.
And sometimes when it's that hot, so I'm a girl who likes to go on a nice long walk, but when it is over 92 degrees, I ain't going on a walk. That's not good for my lungs. So I was like, well, I want to still be outside and I want to maybe lay outside and get a tan. And so I got my little chair, went out to the back park little area behind my building. But I did not have a swimsuit. I don't know where my swimsuit is because I haven't worn it in forever. And so I was like, you know what? What if I just wore underwear that looked like a swimsuit?
Haley.
What? I wore a purple bra and purple underwear, and I went outside and I laid in the sun in my underwear.
It's basically the same thing.
Right.
It really is.
How would you even know? Like, what if I walked out in a swimsuit, and how would you not know that that's not underwear?
I mean,
I
guess you're right, but women, I feel like alone feel weirder if I did see you in underwear and in a bra as opposed to you at the beach with a bathing suit on. So
right.
I guess that's why ethically it feels weird.
Well, it definitely felt weird. I was nervous that someone would come up to me and be like, "Excuse me, ma'am," or whatever, and then I have to be like, "I'm not wearing underwear. This is a swimsuit."
Where were you in your backyard?
I was just like, there's a park that's behind my building, and I was
laying around in a park in public in your underpants.
There was like no one there. See, I think it would have been weirder had I walked to the beach and laid on the beach in my underwear, because then there's people everywhere.
I would think, yeah, totally. But I think that, from a distance, you would be like, oh, it's a woman in a swimsuit.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's going to be like, wait, hold on. Nope. Those are underwear.
Someone called the
cops. And
cops.
that's my reasoning for going to the park and doing it, because no one was in the park. At like one point, there was one dude who like walked through the park.
Yeah.
And other than that, though, I was by myself. And just hanging out in my underpants felt weird.
A little bit. Where was your swimsuit?
I don't know. I don't know where my swimsuit is. I own too many clothes and I really have to go through all of them. But The swimsuit's probably at the bottom of a box somewhere because it was winter. Not
Don't you
that long
only
ago.
have one bathing suit?
Yeah, Jenny was giving me crap about that yesterday.
Well, not crap. I just was a little bit shocked because I feel like I have a handful of bathing suits.
Same.
Yeah, I have one that I use on the regular, and then I had like one that I used for tanning. So because it was like kind of stringy, and every time, once I took it out this past year, all of the elastic was bad. So it like did crunch when you tried to put it on.
Yeah.
I'm like, I ain't wearing this. So I threw it out.
Yeah,
now I have one swimsuit.
I think I bought some because of vacations. That's why, like, we did a bachelorette party in Tulum, so I think I bought some there. But I have a few, and then we do lake patrol in the summer. I don't know. I definitely have a handful, and I'm sure you have some, Bon. You guys have a pool at your place.
Yeah, I have a couple. Well, not even just because of that. I just have 4 bathing suits, maybe 3 on hand almost always.
I think there's a difference between a bathing suit that you wear when you're going to be in a pool, and then a bathing suit that you wear when you want to get a tan. And I couldn't find my bathing suit that I want to wear if I want to get a tan, which is why I wore underwear instead. And I look so dark and like
you look
Greek
so
almost
tan.
Yeah.
She
looks
You're like
so
me.
tan.
You might tan a little bit, but you did. Yeah.
I tan really well.
Do you really? You don't look a bit tanner than you did when I saw you before vacation.
I only sat out there for like 40 minutes. Okay.
It's okay. You know what? It's bad for your skin.
It is bad for your skin,
Don't
but
worry
it
about
feels so good to cook from the outside in.
We're going to write an AI song right now.
Okay.
And I think I got a title here called, let's see, Bailey's in her underpants. Should we call it Bailey's in her underpants?
I thought we were going to call it foot juice, but I'm sure Bailey's in her underwear.
In her underwear.
Oh, someone texted in. I have an entire bin of swimsuits. I'll take one. Will it fit? I'll take one.
Okay. For some reason, the computer's not working right here. Hold on 1 second. Okay, let's try it again. Okay. Help me with the lyrics. Give me the first line.
Can't find my swimsuit. What rhymes with suit?
Cute.
Cute.
It
but I
sucks
still
'cause
want
it's
to
real
look
cute.
Cute. Oh, yeah. Sucks because it's real cute.
Okay. Swimsuit.
Ooh.
God.
It's not working?
So, no, it is. Sucks because it's real cute. What?
No, I was just making fun of you and your typing skills.
Yeah.
Yeah. It sucks because it's real cute.
Want to get a sweet tan.
Yeah, it's not working right.
It's not working right.
It ain't working right. It keeps wanting to generate its own lyrics. Yeah.
Oh man.
So here's what it came up with, like in a split second.
Oh, just off the title.
From the moment that we met, it was clear.
That's not it either.
From the moment that we met.
Apparently the computer has rejected my free membership and now it wants to make me pay or something.
Do you think the computer's hitting on me? Because you're just saying from the moment that we met and the song is about me, isn't it?
I would respond.
He sounded kind of cute.
This is probably the best you'll do. All right. We'll give it a shot coming up in a second on KDWB. We got a couple of things coming up. First of all, we're going to do What's on Your Radar. What is something that, because DJs are the original influencers. What is on your radar? We'll cover that in a couple of seconds. Weekend tickets and a game of Name That Tune coming up on KDWB. Stay here. Look at you. You're a winner.
Hello, that's my daughter Sierra Ann.
Congratulations.
Sammy, enjoy yourself. Have a great time at the weekend, and thank you for listening to KDWB.
Oh my God, thank you. Oh my God.
This is The Weeknd. We're back with tickets to see The Weeknd. Win every weekday at 7:35 with The Dave Ryan Show and 4:35 with Fallon and Colt. Follow KDWB on Instagram. Get entered and keep us as your #1 preset on the iHeartRadio app to win the summer of 2020 live from 101.3 KDWB.
This September, our iHeartRadio Music Festival,
Presented by Capital One,
is coming back to Las Vegas, and you can win your way to be there.
for a weekend full of superstar performances. Streaming live only on Hulu.
Brian Adams,
Ed Sheeran,
Fade,
Glorilla,
Jelly Roll,
I'm Not Okay, John Fogerty,
Justice,
Lil Wayne,
LL Cool J,
Mariah Carey,
Maroon 5,
Sammy Hagar,
Tate McRae,
The Offspring,
Tim McGraw,
never seen before collaborations.
and once-in-a-lifetime artist moments you'll have to see to believe.
Tickets go on sale June 13th at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific through AXS.com. But starting June 11th at 1 p.m. Eastern, Capital One cardholders get first.
Hey, you guys, put down your smokes. You guys put down your beer. We got a game tonight, that's why another school is here. Tax the rich, your mom is here, and so is your aunt. Straight from Fort Wayne's most prestigious plant. Go fight with all your might and act like you give a crap. Please direct your attention to the 50-yard line, where for your entertainment, the cheer captain will now get pregnant by number 32, Billy Bob Bodine. We had a chance to win tonight. We practiced hard and long, but the QB's got an injury. Set himself on fire with his bong. Wick, wick, wick. Indiana's from where we hail. Look, the coach just got out of jail. Hey, does anybody want to buy a washer? Come see me after the game.
Okay.
Oh, high school. Yeah, high school. That was so long ago. You know, I can barely even remember graduating. I suppose that's mostly because I didn't.
Well, I never liked math and I didn't like to study, so I'd go to Northtown and drink a 40 with my buddy. I thought school was just a pain in the neck, so I learned to roll a dube and how to forge a check.
My friends all graduated quite a while ago, and I'm in charge of hammers down at Home Depot, and I can't afford to get my missing tooth fixed. I'm driving a Fiero 1986.
Well, my mom tried hard and my dad did too to make me graduate and enroll at the U, but I just pretended that I was deaf. Sat on the couch watching WWF.
I had lots of fun vandalizing cars at the mall when my life was just one big booty call, but I wish I'd listened a little more in school, then I wouldn't be at the Y cleaning the pool. And this is what it feels like.
I wish I had my diploma. I wouldn't buzz at Tony Roma. I'm working on my GED now, so I'll qualify to drive a snowplow.
Well, you know, I didn't graduate from high school, but I think all that learning stuff is really overrated. I got a good job and, you know, benefits. Oh, excuse me. Hello, Domino's Pizza. Have you heard about our 2-topping special?
Well, I did okay. I got an A in art, which qualifies me to greet at Walmart. I might have been a lawyer or I might have been a cop, not a hooker working at the bus stop.
I let everybody know that I was the bomb, but 10 years later I'm still living with my mom, and I sometimes have to swallow my pride. I sometimes wish I had a double wide. And this is what it feels like
when I remember my education. I wish I wasn't in sanitation. Should I listen to my mother? Now I'm a student of Sally Struthers.
I was lazy, did no homework, just sat and watched the Game Show Network. At least I qualified.
school? Schmool.
Dude, people depend on me in math and history and algebra. When you ever going to use that stuff?
We need a janitor to clean up in aisle 6. That kid threw up again.
Time to fight the battle against kitty vomit. Gotta go.
Mosquitoes. Whether you're looking for the maximum protection level, an eco-friendly option, or even if you live by water, there's a perfect solution for you and your family. Learn more about how Rainbow is caring for your world at rainbowpestexperts.com.
What if you stopped worrying about being wanted and focused on what you want? Voiceover is Hope Woodard's bold, funny, and unfiltered podcast about dating, love, sex, and self-discovery, rooted in her decision to go voiceover and prioritize herself. Listen, laugh, and discover yourself.
I know my voice. I know myself. I have more self-esteem than I ever have. Why am I letting people decide if they like me while we're dating?
Open your free iHeartRadio app, search voiceover, and listen now.
Hear the Dave Ryan Show on the radio, on the iHeartRadio app, and watch on YouTube. Dave Ryan TV from KDWB.
Somebody watching on Dave Ryan TV on YouTube just said, "Hey, Dave, loving seeing your hair back to normal. It looks good." And this is the first time you get your hair cut, especially if you're a guy. You get your hair cut, nobody notices. Mm-hmm. Nobody notices. And so yesterday I had my hair, I was trying to get to the Keith Urban look.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it never really quite worked.
It wasn't long enough.
I looked like an idiot, like I was dressed as a 70s porn star.
Like you had a toupee.
Kind of like that. So I got a cut. And then I came in yesterday and both Jenny and Bailey and even Vaughn were like, oh, it looks a whole lot better.
Mm-hmm.
So
you just don't have the texture to have Keith Urban hair. He's got like this smooth.
He really does. Yeah. He's got very pretty hair. Yeah. Mine's
your hair's almost too thick to be Keith Urban hair.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
Do you think we should try to be nice to Dave today?
Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm sorry. Somebody just commented on the YouTube live, said, is that Dave or Zac Efron? Please.
Oh, okay.
Please.
Hold on. Let's go back to what I just said.
Sorry.
Should we try to be nice to Dave today? Only because it's a big day for him.
Oh.
Only because
he's getting a Costco membership.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a big day. It is. I'm so
Just
excited.
kidding. It's Dave's anniversary.
Woo!
32 years.
Which I don't really celebrate that one. It's kind of like, oh, yeah. It's kind of more like, oh, kind of an, oh, yeah, kind of a moment. But I think it was on this date in 1993 that I first started here at KDWB.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
We should celebrate. I actually ordered a cake for you.
He doesn't like cake.
Not a cake guy.
I ordered a pie.
You're not in charge of that.
Okay, I ordered an ice cream cake.
I like a pie. I like the peanut butter fudge kind of a pie with a little Reese's cups on it.
Oh my gosh, that's what I ordered.
Okay, look at that.
Okay, can we go back to that? That's not a pie. That's like a cake then.
Yeah, that's essentially cake.
Oh, no, with like the graham cracker crust and the fudge and the peanut butter layer with the whipped cream and a little whipped cream around the border and then a Reese's cup on each slice.
You're talking directly from Baker Square, right?
Hell yeah, I am. Hell yeah, I am.
That's a piece of cake there, not a piece of pie.
That's a piece of pie. Another big event today. Miss Madison is turning 4 years old today, listens every day with her mama and her brother. And happy birthday, Madison, the big 04. Thanks for listening. All right, 10 minutes away, 15 minutes away from the weekend tickets. Make sure you're ready for that one. And we are going. Let me read some text messages about Bailey laying around outside in her underpants.
Yeah.
So you went outside the other day to lay in the sun.
Yeah. Well, I was wanting to get some sun rays, get a tan, and I couldn't find my swimsuit anywhere. So I just wore very colorful, loud underwear and a bra to look like a swimsuit. So I wore a purple bra and I wore a purple and black pair of underwear. And laid out in the sun in the park behind my apartment building in my underwear.
And nobody noticed.
Nobody said anything to me. I mean, swimsuits nowadays, swimsuits pretty much look like underwear anyway. So how would they know?
They look, I would say the top looks like a bra. Yes. I would say bottoms, though, I would be able to suss out underwear versus a bikini
Yeah,
bottom.
the underwear definitely looked more like underwear than it did like a bra or like, a swimsuit. But I will say I wasn't wearing like lace out there. I was wearing like cotton. It was cotton.
Well, what's the big deal? I mean, you'll see people wear like a thong, like literally a butt string thong at a water park or on the beach. So you wearing full on granny panties out? Who cares?
Yeah,
You
because I
know?
was essentially.
They were cotton underwear and you were just laying out in the hot, hot heat?
Yeah.
Cotton's absorbent.
Well, maybe it wasn't cotton. It was like polyester. I don't know, stretchy. They're
Okay.
stretchy. I mean, polyester is probably worse than cotton.
Text messages. Basically, we should have called it panties in the park. Okay, I like that one. Bailey, that's just wrong. I have one swimsuit. Bailey couldn't find hers. They're freaking expensive.
Yeah, and other people are texting me and saying they got like 20 swimsuits, like 25 swimsuits. How do you have that many? They're so expensive.
Well, we live in Minnesota, though, where people go out on the lake all the time. So I do think that people get it.
I guess.
Honestly, they're not, though. You can get pretty decent deals on swimsuits.
I wish you could get them where you could get the top is one size, the bottom is another size, and that's one price versus $30 for a top, $30 for a bottom.
That's how Target does it. You don't have to buy them to combo
I know,
together.
but they're expensive.
Well, how many do you need?
One. I just
then
need
go get
one.
You bought one. You lost it.
I don't know where it is. It's somewhere.
You are like a child. It's like, I bought you a phone. Where is your phone? Oh, no, I lost it. I bought you AirPods. Where are they? Oh, I left them on the bus.
I need like
Did you leave your swimsuit on the bus?
I left it on the bus, and I think I was sitting in like the second row.
Okay.
But I think they changed buses during lunchtime.
Okay.
Dang it.
We're going to do What's on Your Radar on KDWB. This is every week we do a little something that we found that was kind of cool. I'm going to throw this out there. I'm going to say we went on an RV trip last week to Yellowstone National Park, and it was amazing. Now, I'm not saying go out and buy an RV, and I'm not saying go to Yellowstone Park, but I'm going to say there is an RV rental company, and I want to say it's called Cruise America. Let me look it up really quick.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. You see that
America.
everywhere.
Yes.
In national parks.
It gives you a chance to get that whole RV experience without the commitment of buying a really expensive RV. So, and I didn't get paid to say this. I'm just going to tell you, if you want the RV experience to go to the Boundary Waters or go to Sturgis or go to the Black Hills or whatever, look up Cruise America RV rental, because we saw them everywhere in Yellowstone. And that's kind of a cool thing. So Cruise America RV rental on my radar this week.
So I follow this guy. His name is Bo, and he's a dad, and he does dad advice from Bo, where it's basically a bunch of house stuff for like how to take care of your lawn and things that you maybe just weren't taught as a kid. And I was complaining recently about how I don't know how to do certain things. And I've been teaching myself how to change a light fixture. So I started following dad advice from Bo, and he's just like this older man who gives you all kinds of tips how to do things.
Okay, cool. Dad advice from Bo.
That's cute.
Bailey?
On my radar this week is the Smitten Kitten, which is an adult novelty shop in Uptown that sells books and toys and other accoutrements. And it's also like a community space, and offers all of these different classes, discussions, and social gatherings. So on my radar is the Smitten Kitten.
Nice. I've been there.
On my radar is, so the Hollywood Reporter always does, they're like comedy roundtables, just some of your favorite comedians. And the one they just put out, it has Jamie Foxx, it has Hassan Minhaj, Chelsea Handler, Sarah Silverman. And it's actually really funny. So all you have to look up is comedy roundtable with any of those comedians I just named. It's actually really funny.
Okay, so once again, Cruise America is a RV rental that is on my radar. If you want to try RVing without the expense of buying one, then check out Cruise America.
Mine is a Instagram account called Dad Advice from Bo, where he teaches you how to do all kinds of things.
Mine is the adult novelty shop in Uptown called the Smitten Kitten.
And mine is the Comedy Roundtable on the Hollywood Reporter YouTube channel.
Okay. We'll put those all on Dave Ryan Show on Instagram. Check those out. We'll be back to do Dave's Dirt right after Dave's Dirt. We're going to get you the weekend ticket. So here's the last chance for today, because we'll do this right now at 7:35 in a few minutes. So go to Instagram, follow 1013 KDWB. And then once you follow us, then just comment anything. You can say Happy Wednesday and then tag any friend of yours. If you don't have any friends on there, tag me, Dave Ryan, KDWB. It doesn't matter. Then we'll call a name at 7:35. If it's you, you're listening, you call us at 651-989 KDWB. It's 101.3 KDWB. We're going to do Dave's Dirt. Then we're going to give you tickets for the weekend. So hang on for that one. And then I'm going through the Talkback feature. So there's a feature on the iHeartRadio app, and you've probably heard of it, where you get to leave basically a voicemail that is sent right to the KDWB studio. We call it the Talkback feature. And I'm going through there to see if there's anything important, like a birthday or, anything we got to talk about, whatever. And I find one that I said, all right, I'm going to save this for you. You guys have not heard it yet, but I want you to hear this. We're going to do this right after we give away. We're going to do a couple of things. We'll give away the weekend tickets. We'll do Dave's Dirt. We're going to play Name That Tune. And then you got to hear this workplace gossip. And there's workplace gossip like you're expecting it. Like, oh, Sam is sleeping with Alicia. Oh, big deal. It's happening at our office, too. Sam's been hitting with Alicia in the kitchen for the last 6 months.
In the kitchen?
In the kitchen.
It's like wide open.
It's not sanitary.
No, well, I was more concerned about the fact that how open it is and that we walk past
I
it
hope
all
there's
the
not
time.
a Sam or Alicia that work here at the radio station. Okay. Can you imagine? Like there's a guy and Sam and Alicia sitting back in sales going, what?
There's Sam down the hall at K102, but she is very happily married and there is no Alicia here.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
I don't think she's hitting it with Alicia.
Okay, good. All right, let's do Dave's Dirt.
The Dave Ryan Show, 101.3 KDWB.
Brought to you by 612 Injured Heimer and Lammer's Injury Law. As far as things going on today, the wealthiest American female singers, here's basically Forbes released the ranking of America's richest women celebrities. Oprah easily leads the list with an estimated worth of, how much do you think that Oprah's worth nowadays?
A couple billion.
2.1 billion.
$3 billion.
Wow.
That's what I was going to say.
Jenny, how much of that should she give away? Because no person should ever be worth more than what?
I don't know. I mean, I honestly, because of the amount of money that I know that I make, I can't comprehend what kind of money that is. I did see someone recently say that if you made $100,000 a year for like 10 years, that's $1 million. For you to reach $1 billion, it's 10,000 years.
Yeah.
So that's like, it's incomprehensible to me how much money $1 billion is.
Kim Kardashian's second wealthiest with 1.7, followed by T Swift, whose estate grew by 23% thanks to the Eras Tour. She is now worth $1.6 billion. And remember, all of these are estimates because there ain't nobody in the world, probably including Taylor Swift and her accountants, that know how much they're really worth.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's no way that Forbes magazine is able to dig it. They're making an estimation. Yeah, there's no way that they know exactly how much he's worth. Others in the list, Rihanna, Madonna, Beyonce, Selena Gomez, Celine Dion, Barbara Streisand's worth $500 million. Dolly Parton, and then Katy Perry still doing okay.
Still worth a lot of money.
At $360 million.
Wow.
Yep. Taylor Swift could upset Miley Cyrus next week when album sales are released because Something Beautiful is pacing toward a 45,000 sales debut, but Reputation might sell 45,000 this week too. So,
Jenny, you said it's really good, the Miley Cyrus album?
I think it's really good. I mean, I don't love every single song on it, but I listened to it a bunch this past weekend. I really like End of the World. I like Easy Lover. And then Every Girl You've Ever Met or something. And I think it's the other one I really like.
Mm-hmm. I heard that, I haven't heard the whole thing, but I heard those couple songs and I heard that it's a banger. And then she said that it was like the lead up for something even bigger, which is big. And huge for her.
What could be even bigger? Like just a different album or?
Well, she said her next album is going to be unlike anything she's ever done.
Yes. Yeah, she said this is an appetizer.
Yeah.
Putting out more new music this weekend is Sabrina Carpenter. She was teasing on Monday it was just her hitchhiking in a video, which obviously was like, something's coming. And then she revealed a song called Man Child is dropping tomorrow night. And we'll be playing it all day on Friday on KDWB.
Okay, very cool.
Man, I loved the movie The Devil Wears Prada, and they're trying to make a sequel. However, Anne Hathaway is playing hardball. She is requiring to make at least $15 million, and the studio is pushing back on that. And so they know that they can't do it without her. So either they're going to fork over that money or they're going to not be able to do it. So
they'll get someone who looks like her. It'll be like a doppelganger.
Doesn't my daughter Allison look like Anne Hathaway? Is that the one that looks like Allison?
I would say yes.
Yeah.
Allison looks like her.
Okay.
They have similar eyebrows.
Similar eyebrows,
yeah.
really?
Yeah.
So Allison could do it. She did theater. She was the lead. She was Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz.
Was she really?
Really?
Wow.
She was also Cinderella in
She
8th grade.
sang?
Allison has a beautiful voice. The problem with Allison is she's so shy and modest that she doesn't like to. She's always had a beautiful voice. She sang the Hollister song.
Oh,
but
she sang
and that's a
beautiful song.
That's a difficult song to sing.
I mean,
and she really is a great singer. But she's like a lot of people. Like Susan plays the piano really well, but she doesn't like to. She feels like it's showing off or something.
Why? Why? You love showing off.
That's in my blood.
It's one of your favorite things to do.
Absolutely, yes.
Did someone want to hear me play the ukulele? Hold on, I have one right here.
All right, let's get you your tickets for the weekend right now. We're going to give a name. Your job is to listen for your name or your Instagram handle. If you hear us call it, you got to call me within 10 minutes and 13 seconds. I'm going to grab my iPhone, and then I'm going to set a stopwatch. And as soon as Jenny says the name, I'm going to start the timer. So let's get started. Here we go.
All right. The Instagram handle /winner today is Anderson.Lacey. So Anderson.Lacey. Give us a call. Dave's got his timer running. And then you got to let us know who you tagged in your post. So Anderson.Lacey. Is the person's name Lacey? Is the person's name Anderson? I did not know. But it's your Instagram.
I'll bet it's Lacey Anderson.
I bet it is.
It probably is.
A safe bet. 651-989-KDWB. If that's not you, then don't worry about it. We'll do another name with Fallon and Colt coming up this afternoon. And I think we've had a winner every single time we've played this contest. So people get how it's played. And if you want to win, then make sure you enter. If you haven't entered yet, then make sure you enter. It's easy to do. Follow 1013 KDWB on Instagram and then post anything and then tag anybody. Should we wait for a caller?
I mean, we could play a game that we like to play on Wednesdays.
Oh, you want to play a game?
Wait, we do have to talk about one thing.
What? Is it holiday
doing?
station stores?
Well, yeah, because you know what? I've been talking about all their deals lately, but they got a new one. Their Mountain Dews is 3 for $5. So go get your 20-ounce Mountain Dews at Holiday. But also Friday, Dave and I are going to be hanging out together, unfortunately. But no, I kid. We're going to be hanging out at Cub in Burnsville on Friday, 1 to 3 p.m. We just were there a few weeks ago, and we're going to be at that same Cub. It's like their new flagship store. They've revamped it. It's beautiful. The floors, no scuffs yet.
No
scuffs on the floor.
No broken wheels on the shopping carts. They all go straight.
So we'll be there 1 to 3 p.m. It's the Cub that's right by Burnsville Center in Burnsville. And we're going to be giving away Cub gift cards as well as Halsey tickets.
Okay, very good. We'll see you there on Friday. No call from our winner yet.
Somebody texted, because you brought up Allison and the Hollister song. While we wait, they said you can't bring up the Hollister song without playing it.
Ooh.
It goes back a ways, but we can play the Hollister song. Why not?
Love it.
Let's do the Hollister song. This is a song my daughter and I did back in, 2007. Oh, because it is 2007, because it says American Eagles, so 2006. That's how old this song is. The little girl who sings this song is now a mother of 2 and expecting her third. The Hollister song on KDWB.
Take me to Walmart, then you're not my dad. If you take me to Walmart, then you're not my dad. HOLLISTER, yeah. HOLLISTER. There's a store, Dad, down at the mall, and you can smell it from way down the hall, 'cause they spray stuff on all their clothes down at Hollister. Oh, spend it, Hollister, down at Hollister. All their clothes are super cute, tees and tanks and camis too. Mom, can I please have a few bucks so I don't look like you? Employees all drink Caribou, either that or Jamba Juice. Take me, I'll be nice to you. All the gay guys shop there too. American Eagles over with, they're just so 2006. You can go but don't come in, 'cause you're so embarrassing. Me and my friends buy their clothes, then we grab our camera phones, strike an inappropriate pose and put the pictures on MySpace. Hollister, down at Hollister.
Oh my God, Allison, give me a break. We're on a beer budget. You got champagne taste.
I'm taking you to Penny's and then over to Pomida. You ain't wearing clothes that show off your booty. If you want to go to college, then you better well acknowledge that we gotta save some money. So what's wrong with dressing funny? I don't want to make you mad, but Walmart really ain't that bad.
If you take me to Walmart, then you're not my dad. Dad, can you give me $150?
What do you need $150 for?
I'm going to Hollister.
Hollister, they got great stuff down at Kmart. We're getting in the car, we're going to Kmart. Let's go.
Kmart? Just give me your wallet.
When this song came out in 2007, I never knew what a Pomida was. So I just lived years and years without knowing what it was, because it was also before like Google.
Do you now know what a Pomida is?
It's like isn't it kind of like a Walgreens?
It's like a Dollar General.
Yeah. I had no idea. Then over to Pomida.
Like
I'm not buying clothes that show off your
Pomida
booty.
And just so you guys know, behind the scenes, Bailey knew every single lyric to that song. She sang the entire song.
I'm a big fan.
There were lyrics in that I've never noticed before. That
Like
I was
what?
That the gay guy shot there too.
All the gay guys shot there too.
I think
never noticed that blind.
I know more of the words to that song than I know to Glamorous by Fergie.
That was actually a bigger song than Glamorous.
Yes.
When we used to take, they used to take, when request lines were really huge, people called to request that song. And one day, I think we got like 1,500 requests in one day for the Hollister song.
Wow.
Because people go, can you play the Hollister song? Yep, thank you. Hello, KDWB. Can you play the Hollister song? Thank you. Then we'd make a little hash mark. 1,500 requests in one day.
Jeez. You just had it on replay all day.
Text messages. Oh my God, so many middle school memories unlocked right now. Let's see. Anybody else 32 years old singing every word to this song that we have memorized from the depths of who knows where? And here's a nice one. Happy 32nd anniversary, Dave. I've been with you since the very beginning and essentially grew up with you from Rochester, Minnesota. Love listening every day. I also celebrated my 32nd anniversary with my employer this year, too, on May 19th. Amazing how time flies. Love, love, love this grouping of Jenny, Vaunt, Bailey, and you. I've seen 32 years of combos come and go.
Aw.
That's nice.
That's so sweet.
It is very nice. Thank you very much. Okay, there is one phone ringing right now.
Oh.
Let me see if this is our weekend winner. Jenny, can you give me one more time the name of the person we called out a little while ago?
I would love to. Their Instagram handle is anderson.lacey.
Good morning, KDWB radio station. Who is this calling?
This is Lacey.
Is your Instagram handle Anderson.Lacey?
There is.
Oh my God. It looks like you win. But first, who did you tag?
At Jason Anderson.
I'll give it to her. He's got a bunch of random numbers at the end of his handle. So I
take my husband.
Yeah. I got it. You got it, girl.
Lacey, you're going to go see the Weeknd. That means, you know what? We're like 5 for 5 on this contest. So that's really cool. Lacey, congratulations. You're going to go see the Weeknd on June 14th.
Next Saturday at US Bank.
Awesome.
Thank you.
So much.
You're welcome.
Wait, what date is it?
June 14th.
Oh, I wanted you to do what you just
June 14th. All right. If you haven't signed up, you're going, I want to win those tickets too. Then it's easy to do. Go on Instagram. And first of all, when you're on Instagram, watch me doing the plank challenge with trainer Elliot down at Snap Fitness over in Chan happening. We did a plank challenge yesterday. The guy's like 28 years old. He's super fit. He's a trainer. I said, bitch, let's go. Let's go right now. Let's do a plank challenge. And he's like, okay, bitch, let's go. So, and actually, I said that. He never did. So how long do you think that we planked?
Well, I saw the video, so I'm not going to say.
10 minutes.
No.
Oh.
No.
Is that
Thanks
a long
for
time?
ruining it.
Oh, it's not 10 minutes?
3 minutes.
Oh.
3 minutes. I was pretty proud of that one. So anyway, when you're on Instagram, follow 1013 KDWB and then post anything and then tag us. And then you are good to go for the next time we play, which is coming up this afternoon. Are you guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
Or name that tune. Okay, who's playing whom today?
I think it's going to be me versus Bailey today.
Okay, here we go with Name That Tune. Oh, by the way, every artist title, every artist name has a color in their name. For example, White Stripes.
Okay.
Not one of the answers, by the way.
Okay, got it.
Every artist name has a color in their name.
Okay.
Here we go. Looking for Billy Joe? You might find him on this street. Jenny, you're up first. How many seconds would you need to name that song with the clue? Looking for Billy Joe? You might find him on this street.
This feels too easy, so I have to say 1 second.
All
right, name that tune, Jenny.
Boulevard of Broken Dreams.
Yeah. Is that too easy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Billy Joe, we both know.
I
Green
think
Day.
that, and mixed with the fact that there's going to be a color in their name, so that eliminates most artists.
Oh, yeah, smart ass. Let's try this one. Here we go. All right, here we go. There's a color in their name. This song may make you want to dance like an 81-year-old man. Bailey, you get the first bid.
An 81-year-old man. Well, I can name that tune in 5 seconds.
And I'll name it in 4.
All right, Jenny, name that tune.
I know it. I was just going to let you play. Moves Like Jagger.
Yes!
Jenny.
Okay. Jenny, back to you.
Okay.
This song mentions the home of the Rams.
Okay.
Okay.
Gosh.
Don't feel so smart now.
Yeah,
do
no,
you?
I don't. I'll name that tune in 4 seconds.
Just because I want to be on the board, I will name that tune in 3 seconds.
Name that tune, Bailey.
No, I won't. No, I won't. Jenny, do you know it?
I do, but I'm blanking right now. It's Californication.
Incorrect, the movie.
Red Hot. It's not?
It is not Californication, no.
But it is the Red Hot Chili Peppers?
It is
Red Hot
correct.
Chili Peppers.
Yes, but it is Danny California by Red Hot Chili Peppers.
So they have 2 songs with the word California in it.
Well, they're from California. They like that state. Yeah.
Do I get that point?
Yeah, you get it.
Okay.
No.
Bailey got it wrong.
No. Okay, next one. Remember, the theme of Name That Tune today, every band has a color in their name. And they're not just bands. Sometimes they're individual performers. Hey, when college is over, we'll be together there. Okay, Bailey, you're up first.
I can name that tune in 4 seconds.
Name that tune, Bailey.
Jeez.
Go.
That's Hey There, Delilah playing White
Yes,
Tees.
it is.
Yay!
Yes.
I once had a boy sing that to me over the phone, and it was so cringy.
How old were you?
God, are you serious?
I was 22.
Oh, I thought you were going to say 13. That is cringy.
How long did you let him go on for singing
He
it?
sang the whole song.
Did he play his guitar?
Yes.
You're just sitting there like,
Did he make it Hey There, Bailey?
No, he sang Hey There, Delilah. He's a teacher now.
It's
A
just
music
so many
teacher?
questions.
No, social studies.
There's just so many questions.
Yeah.
Why did you let him go on for like 3 minutes singing it?
Because we kind of had like a thing in college, and then I moved to Florida, and so I was far away. And so he called me one night and he was like, I'm going to sing a song to you. And I was like, okay. I felt like Barbie on the beach with Ken when he brought out his guitar to sing to her. Yeah, it was rough.
It was rough.
It was rough.
All right, what's the score? How are we doing right now on Name That Tune? Did we
Jenny
keep score?
has 3 and I have 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go with the next round. Now, next song. Remember, every answer includes an artist with a color in their name.
Mm-hmm.
Get to the point. Don't give me this.
What?
Jenny, you're bidding first. Get to the point. Don't give me this.
I'll name that tune in 5 seconds.
I'll name that tune in 4 seconds.
Name that tune, Bailey.
Does not count as an answer.
Pave Paradise. Nope.
Put up a parking lot. Nope, that's not it
That's not
either.
it. It's a
No.
different.
Thank you, Vaughn. Vaught on the buzzer. Thank you, Jenny.
How does that go?
Does she get a chance to name it now?
Well, she already
I
gets the
could
point.
name it, but I honestly can't think of what the name
Okay.
of the song is. I know the song.
This is a great song that I don't know the words to.
Yeah, I don't. This is one of those ones you think you know the words, but you don't.
It's all right, Jenny. You get the point anyway because Bailey lost it.
Anybody name it yet?
I would know
can't
it
think of the name of this.
once it gets to the chorus.
People in the car are yelling it right now.
Am I too young for this?
Yeah.
You are, yeah. It was 95 or 6.
Oh,
I think.
okay.
Do you know this song, Vaughn?
No, I thought it was.
La Bamba.
Yeah.
Here it comes.
Does it say in the chorus what the title is?
It does.
Oh, okay.
As we see, so shall we find. And when it's feeling over, I'll still be here.
The text about to come swarming in.
Like I said, people are getting dressed and brushing their teeth right now, going, here it comes. It's called Run Around.
Run Around. Oh, I wouldn't know that.
Yeah, no. Would have never been able to say that.
Okay, well.
That was your hardest one you've done in a long time.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Wait, who sings it?
Blues Traveler, and that was the challenge. I came up with a theme of artists with a color in their name. And there ain't a whole lot. There's Yellow Card and Silver Chair.
Yeah.
You never heard of Yellow Card and Silver
I've
Chair.
heard of Yellow Card.
You've never heard of Deep Purple, have you?
No.
No, you never have. So
No.
you tell you, it's a challenge.
I would have thought, had you played that and been like, who's this artist? I would have said Counting Crows.
That's a decent guess.
Because they kind of sound like that.
They kind of do.
Yeah.
All right, here we go with the last one. And every artist has a color in their name. Here we go. Pour me a little champagne. Let's celebrate this song. Bailey, you're up first.
I'm going to name it in 1 second.
Name that tune, Bailey.
Okay.
It's Raise Your Glass by Pink.
Yes, it
Hey!
is.
I
Yes.
just wanted a point.
Very nice. Was there a winner today?
Yes,
Jenny.
it was. Jenny got 4 points. Bailey got 2.
All right. Let me know what you think of this game, because I like it, but it's always important. What do you think of the game? All right. It is 101.3 KDWB. I was going through the talkbacks this morning when I came in.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, you use the talkback feature and we don't want to miss any of them. So I, write down birthdays, like give my son Jacob a birthday shout out. And I found one that I want to play for you guys because it was just, I don't know what inspired this person to leave this piece of workplace drama. But listen closely to what's going on down at her workplace. It sounds like a restaurant. I don't know. Check it out.
Okay, so the hot gossip at my work involves a love triangle. 1/3 of the love triangle drives the vehicle with a sunroof. It was a beautiful day, drove to work with the sunroof open, parked, went inside, everything was fine. The second person decided she wanted to seek revenge. So she climbed up on top of the car with the sunroof open, proceeded to drop trow and drop a big dump inside the vehicle.
Ew.
No more details. I didn't get anything else. I got 30 seconds of somebody's in a love triangle. And I don't know why I thought it's a restaurant, because restaurant workers are crazy. They're full of drama.
Well, it's just very incestuous,
Yeah.
I would say. Like,
So
you work and then you go get drinks afterwards and everyone's hooking up.
So it sounds like the chef is hooking up with one of the servers and also hooking up with a bartender. So the server got jealous of the bartender, found out that she drives a car with a sunroof, waits until nobody's around, maybe at nighttime, gets up on there. You can just picture this, her climbing clumsily up on the hood of the car, pulling her pants down and sitting on the sunroof like it's a giant toilet.
Ew.
And so
can't imagine.
No. That's terrible.
You're going to wipe? What are you wiping with?
It takes one thing to throw something in there, but you have to climb up and sit like it's a toilet.
Yeah.
No, what a horrible thing for the bartender. I'm making this story up as I go. For the bartender to come out, open up the car door, figure she's going to put on KDWB and have a great drive.
And also, when did this happen? Was it recent in the 90 degree heat we had?
And now that's what I'm guessing, because it happened the other day.
Steaming in there.
It permeates.
So this is my favorite story of the week. Okay. What is your workplace drama? You ain't going to top that. You're not going to top that. But is there some sort of workplace drama? Somebody's jealous of somebody. Somebody took credit for somebody else's work. Somebody did this. Somebody did that. Send me a talk back or call me 651-989-KDWB or text at KDWB1. Workplace drama on KDWB. It started with this one a minute ago.
Okay, so the hot gossip at my work involves a love triangle. 1/3 of the love triangle drives a vehicle with a sunroof. It was a beautiful day, drove to work with the sunroof open, parked, went inside, everything was fine. The second person decided she wanted to seek revenge. So she climbed up on top of the car with the sunroof open, proceeded to drop trow and drop a big dump inside the vehicle.
I feel like that's too far. You know what I mean?
Oh, you think?
I think
A
it's
little bit too far.
I think it's too far.
Where would the line have been? If she pooped to the side of the car instead of farting the sunroof?
Spit on the
If she
windshield.
Just on the hood.
Farted near the car.
Yeah.
It's just so much commitment. Like, nobody saw you climb on the hood of somebody's car
That's
and
what I
said
was
anything.
thinking too. It's like maybe they work in a parking garage.
Yeah,
I
maybe they
guess.
work downtown somewhere and there's a parking garage and there's like nobody around.
But there's
It's-
cameras.
Still, nobody's gonna like get up from the like security booth because they see you on the camera.
Well, and that's the thing. I mean, come on. What security guard's going to care that you pooped in the sunroof of somebody's car?
A security guard that just watches cameras all day, I'm sure that would be the highlight of their day, and that would be an entire
Right.
thing for them.
It would go viral.
They would go tackle that woman in the middle of her poop.
No,
In the middle of her poop.
I'm not tackling anybody pooping. What if you poop on me?
You need to bring some baby wipes with them.
Okay. What is your workplace drama? We had a couple of stories
I have a
as far
text
as
here
workplace
that
drama.
says, I'm a teacher, and at conferences, one of my coworkers met a single dad, went out with him, and then later that week, she saw him on another date with another teacher that worked down the hall.
Oh.
This dad was essentially making a date list from his child's parent-teacher conferences.
Okay. A little workplace drama. This is pretty typical. Two coworkers making out in the parking lot. They are both married. Do you remember the story? We work in a building where we overlook our building is 60 stories high.
So tall.
The Space Needle Studio,
Mhm.
60 stories of gleaming glass and steel. But the parking garage is only 9 stories high. So a few years ago, there was a couple that figured they would drive to the top of the parking garage to make out because there's nobody else up there. But people on like floor number 10 could look out and see them making out. And they were doing more than making out in their car. It's like, did you not realize?
People
Okay.
can see you.
This one said, two coworkers were making out in the parking lot. I'm in charge of my department, but I have a micromanager whose office is in hearing distance, and they always come out to redirect everything we do so I can effectively do my job. That's just
annoying.
that's not gossip or drama. That's just frustration.
That's just annoying.
But I like it.
Period.
All right, it is. It's KDWB. I think we're going to get right to this. Jenny has now been. She was in a relationship for about 5 years, and you've heard us talk about it. It was very like serious, and everything was wonderful. And then for whatever reason, and we don't know, it is no more. And it happens in life. So it does happen in life.
Mm-hmm.
But eventually, you go, I'm ready to get out and start doing my thing again. So Jenny, if you're ready.
Yeah.
Here comes a Are
What's
You Ready
happening?
to Date Again quiz.
Oh.
Yay. I have 10 questions for you, Jenny.
Really?
Okay, now this is good for anybody who's listening.
Yeah.
Are they yes or no questions?
No, they're multiple choice.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
this will determine whether you're ready to date again. Okay.
Yeah, and this is the end all be all quiz. Okay.
So after this,
Sounds good.
Then you'll know.
mm-hmm.
All right,
Let's go.
Jenny, number 1. The thought of going on a date with someone new makes you beyond ecstatic, somewhat intrigued, slightly queasy, pretty depressed.
The second one.
Somewhat intrigued?
Sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
better than I thought. All right,
Okay.
number
better than
2.
slightly queasy.
You think dating apps are really useful. They're a great way to meet new people, fairly practical. They can help you open your dating horizons. Kind of stupid. Who wants to sit and write a profile? Or truly awful. You'd never sign up.
I would say truly awful, but I can't say I'd never sign up. So I guess the next
Kind of
worst one.
stupid. Who wants to sit and write? Okay. Got it. Number 3, how often do you bring up your ex in daily conversations? 1, never. Out of sight, out of mind. Not very often. I try to let the past be in the past. Sometimes, if the situation reminds me of him. Or frequently. I constantly think about him. It's impossible not to.
Probably only sometimes if like the situation reminds me of him.
Okay. All right. It's not looking good for you right now.
Well,
Okay.
how do you know?
Number 4. what would be your ideal scenario if you're out on a date with someone new? That we hit it off and have an absolutely fabulous time, that we get along and don't have too many awkward pauses, that I make it through the night without repeatedly comparing him to my ex, or that we run into my ex who then professes his love for me.
Oh my gosh, the first one.
The
I
first
would take
one.
the last one. I want to run into my ex who's like, I love you and I want you back.
Especially if you look great because you like dressed up for the date.
Yeah, that's what I would want. I would want to like be out with a super hot guy, and then like also look fantastic.
So should I change your
But then your ex comes up to you. Do you want him to go, I love you?
Well, I see that's taking it too far because then it's just awkward for everyone involved.
All right. Okay. Well, I'll keep your answer as is. Number 5, are you setting aside time for dating? Yes, I have nights reserved just for dates. If I can, I try to stay open depending on my workload. Not really. If I'm free, great. But if not, whatever. Not at all. It's not a priority.
Not at all.
Not at all. All right. Here we go. All right. We're over halfway done here. Number 6, do you feel hopeful about the future when it comes to finding someone new? Yes, I believe that he is out there. I try to be hopeful, but sometimes it's hard. I'm not very hopeful. No, it's never going to happen for me.
Honestly, I'd say not very hopeful.
Okay.
Why?
Why? Yeah, good question.
Because I think dating when I was younger and single was very different. Now I'm 35 and truthfully, I think a lot of the good people are gone.
Yeah.
Like
I agree with that.
I really do. And I don't want to date a 27-year-old because we're not at the same place in life. And I also want someone who is at the emotional maturity level that I'm at. So
valid. And they're likely married.
A lot of them, listen, a lot of them are past their first marriage. They got married at 26. They're married for 3 years. They decided they didn't like it, so they got divorced. So now there's a lot of single guys that are divorced. If you're okay with somebody who's got a kid or 2, are you okay with somebody who's got a kid or 2?
Nope.
No?
No.
So, I mean, simple as that.
Oh, well, I wouldn't mind. All right, number 7, Jenny. Are your friends or family encouraging you to date again? Yes, it's great having their support. Yes, but I feel a bit pressured. No, they don't bring it up. No, they don't think I'm ready.
I would say no, they don't bring it up, even though a couple people have like thrown some people in my face. But that's not really an option.
My friend Archie is still very interested in you. He's got
Dave.
He asked me to forward this D pic to you.
The thing is anytime Dave brings up a man that might be interested in me, I immediately suddenly I'm like, I can't hear anything. Is Dave talking?
Hello?
Because I know whatever it is either a joke or the man is just not going to work
87
for
years
me.
old.
He's
Yeah.
retired.
All right, number 8. Are memories of your ex still at your place? No, I got rid of his belongings a while ago. Not really. I put away most of the photos of the two of us. Yes, I don't want to clear out everything. Or absolutely, my place is filled with mementos and photos.
Oh, yeah, that's tough.
No, gosh, everything's cleared out.
Okay.
Besides things that were left behind that I'm now selling on Facebook Marketplace.
Okay. Number 9. How often do you cry about your past relationship? Never. I'm over it. Once in a while, I get a little sentimental if I see something that reminds me of him. At least once a week. I'm still getting used to the new normal, or almost every day.
Once a week.
Okay, once a week.
Okay, that's not
All right.
bad. Yeah,
Well,
that's not bad.
Last question.
Okay.
Your friend wants to set you up with her cute and funny coworker. You are super excited and start planning the date, are a little interested, but want to know many more details about this person, aren't really into it, but are at least glad your friend thought of you, aren't interested at all, not a chance.
Probably the second one.
All right.
I want to know the deets.
Okay, Jenny.
We have a score for you. If you just turned your radio on, this is a quiz to see whether you're ready to date again.
Yes.
And we'll put this up online and we'll give you a link so you can go take it yourself.
Yeah, it says, you're not truly ready to date again, but the good news is that there are ways to help you reach this goal. Since you're not making a real effort to meet new people, it's clear that you're still dealing with the loss of your ex in your life. Getting over a past relationship, it's never easy. And while you're still healing, you should be proud of the progress you've made. It's not easy to move on, but each day you're getting stronger and more confident to take on the future. It's not healthy to compare all potential partners to your ex. In order to be truly ready to date again, it's important to look back at this past relationship to determine what you did and didn't like. In fact, you should view this past relationship under a more critical lens so that you can prioritize what you'd like in your next
So
partner.
you're not quite ready.
Not quite.
Not quite
Yeah,
ready.
I kind of assumed
that
it would be that way. But I honestly, the way I answered that, I thought I would say like, you're sort of ready. Go dip your toes in.
Yeah,
I thought
a little
that's what I
toe.
was going to get. Not
That's
like,
what I
you're not
thought.
ready.
They literally just said like, no, period. But hey, you took a quiz about it, and that's the first step.
It is.
It
If
is.
You're willing to even have an open mind about it. Okay. Archie is on the phone. He wants to talk to you.
What do you have to say?
Really quick. Okay. Let's do Winning Song Wednesday on KDWB. And basically, this is where we all bring a song and we ask you to vote for your favorite song. We have a little fun with this one. And then you pick your favorite song. You call in to vote for it at 651-989-KDWB. And we play that actual song. So let's get started. This one I kind of forgot about, but it came up on my phone. It's Nelly. So that is my song on Winning Song Wednesday. If you want to hear the whole song, you would call and vote for Dave's song. Jenny, what do you got?
I went with one of my favorite artists of all time, Mr. 305. I would meet Pitbull at the hotel room.
I'll bet you would.
I really would. I'd be like, come on.
So weird.
Let me rub that shiny head of yours.
Okay, Bailey, what's your song today?
I'm starting off Pride Month with a bang with Lady Gaga, Born This Way.
There's nothing wrong with loving who you are, she said, because he made you perfect, babe.
I love this song so
too.
much.
So hold your head up, girl, and you'll go far.
I vote for Bailey.
That's not how it works, Jenny.
Oh.
You can't vote.
Fine.
Okay, Vaughn, what is your song today?
I don't know how it came up on the show, but I wrote it down. Fun, We Are Young. A banger in its time.
Okay, so once again, the songs are, this is Dave's song. Jenny's song is. And Bailey's is.
There's nothing wrong with loving who you are, she said, because he made you perfect.
And Vaughn's is. Let's get to the phones and see which song we should play the entire song. Hello, KDWB. Hi, who is this?
Hi, this is Martha.
Martha, who do you want to play? Whose song?
It was a tough one today, but I gotta go with Dave. I want to hear Nelly.
Okay, thank
Nice.
you. Appreciate it. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. KDWB, hi, who is this?
Hi, this is Alexandra.
Alexandra, what song are you voting for?
Dave, 100%.
Wow.
Dang.
Look at that.
Wow.
Could it be
Love
a
Nelly around here.
Thank
Could it be a
you.
clean
Well, it
sweep?
never gets on the radio anymore. I
Yeah.
saw it the other day, and I'm like, ooh, we're going to play this one. Hello, KDWB. Hi, who's this?
This is Ben.
Ben, who do you want to vote for?
Happy Pride Month. I'm voting for Bailey.
Okay, there it is. Thank you, Ben. KDWB, hi, who did you want to vote for?
I want to vote for Jenny.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. KDWB, hi, what's your name?
Hi, this is Paige.
Paige, who do you want to vote for?
Close call this week, but I'm going to have to vote for Dave.
Oh,
Wow,
for the win.
Congrats, David.
Okay.
It feels only right. It is your anniversary today. 32 years of
On
the Dave Ryan in the
KDWB.
Morning Show. You
You
deserve
guys give
it.
me any presents or anything?
No, I didn't know it was a special day until you said so.
32 years isn't really like a staple.
It's
Is
not
that
a,
paper?
not a landmark. Yeah.
Is that the paper anniversary?
The
Uh,
Paper crane anniversary?
Yeah, the paper crane.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's. Do we have time to play the song now? We can come back
Let's
and do
come
it.
back and do it.
We'll come back. We'll play the Winning Song Wednesday song. Coming up next on KDWB, just a reminder really quick, Jenny and I are going to be at Cub Foods in Burnsville on Friday from 1 until 3. So come after your lunch hour, come on your way home from work, or whatever you're doing, bring the kids by. We're giving away Halsey tickets. We're giving away Cub Foods gift cards, kind of hanging out there at the Cub Foods for their grand reopening at their flagship store in Burnsville this Friday from 1 until 3. And we'll be right back with the winning song on Winning Song Wednesday on KDWB.
This September, our iHeartRadio Music Festival
Presented by Capital One.
is coming back to Las Vegas, and you can win your way to be there.
For a weekend full of superstar performances. Streaming live only on Hulu.
Brian Adams,
Ed Sheeran.
Fade,
Glorilla.
Jelly Roll,
I'm not okay. John Fogerty.
Justice,
Lil Wayne.
LL Cool J,
Mariah Carey.
Maroon 5,
Sammy Hagar.
Tate McRae,
The Offspring.
Tim McGraw.
Never seen before collaborations.
And once-in-a-lifetime artist moments you'll have to see to believe.
Tickets go on sale June 13th at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific through AXS.com. But starting June 11th at 1 p.m. Eastern, Capital One cardholders get first access to tickets and other exclusive offers for 48 hours only, or while pre-sale tickets last. Visit iHeartRadio.com/Capital One for more pre-sale details. What's in your wallet?
Keep listening for the next chance to win your way to our iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Presented by Capital One.
From the Custom One MN.com Weather Center.
Happy hump day. We're finally going to see some of that sun as the smoke exits the building. It'll be mostly sunny with a high of 78. Tomorrow, partly sunny, a high of 79.
This report is sponsored by Dairy Queen. Hurry into DQ for their sauced and tossed chicken strip baskets with flavor from the top, bottom, and everywhere in between. Try them today in Honey Barbecue or New Buffalo, only at DQ. Happy tastes good, only at participating Dairy Queen locations.
I'll be back, kids. Stupendous. Oh, boy, do I gotta go. Open the door here. Oh, pull down my pants. Oh. Oh. I'm in here. Busy right now. Oh. Barney! Barney! Come out, Barney! Will you just wait a minute? Oh, that was stupendous. Oops, here comes another one. Wait, my little dinosaur butt there. Coming! Here it comes, kids!
This fall, Dixon Farms wants to recognize those behind Dixon Cider, which is why we're taking this opportunity to highlight our brewmaster. He's a real special guy. I'm talking about Dixon Dave. Here's what our customer John has to say about him.
When you walk in the mill, you're guaranteed to see Dixon Dave.
And when it comes to customer service, he really knows how to make people feel good.
Everybody loves Dixon Dave.
I know, right? Excuse me, ma'am. What do you think of him?
I wasn't sure if I wanted my husband to see Dixon Dave because I'm scared he'll like the interaction too much. But it went well, and now he comes home from Dixon Farms happy every time.
People love him because he's more than just our brewmaster. He's kind of like a therapist.
My husband was in a rough spot in life, not knowing what direction he was headed. And then he started going to Dixon Farm. After getting his fill of Dixon Dave, he's a totally different man.
Willie, what's so special about him as a brewmaster?
Dixon Dave provides a sweet yet tart brew that's good to the last drop.
Hey, good to hear. Ma'am, what did you want to say?
My teenage daughter wanted to try Dixon cider, but when I brought her to Dixon Farms and she saw Dixon Dave, she decided Dixon cider might not be for her quite yet.
It's okay. Bring your son in here. Especially if he's over 21, he'll have a great time with our brewmaster, Dixon Dave, the man behind Dixon Farms.
Through June 4th. U.S. only. See store or online for details.
Ooh, ooh, give me that good new view. Give me that good new view. Give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that, ooh, ooh, give me that good new view.
At Twin Cities Eye Consultants, we help you see clearly with advanced LASIK technology and local trusted surgeons. Discover a new view with LASIK from Twin Cities Eye Consultants. Schedule your free LASIK consultation today at tcecmn.com or call 612-999-2020.
One of life's greatest mysteries has finally been solved.
Who let the dogs out? Spruce, spruce, spruce.
It's Spruce, the new hard-working, worry-free weed and grass killer that's safe for use around people and pets. When used as directed, spray the leaves for visible results in just 1 hour and dead weeds in just 1 day. You spray, They play. Weeds die by the next day. Find spruce wherever weed killers are sold.
I have heart failure, and being out of breath all the time was just too much. I also have other symptoms like carpal tunnel syndrome and lower back pain, and I thought something's really off. That's why I talked to my cardiologist about
All right, obnoxious. Stop it. You're going to break the furniture.
Won't be the first time, probably.
Yeah, well, at least I didn't break the fucking equipment.
You broke the bed, though. You and every guy in fucking Pioneer Hall. Oh,
You always want a pile. I've told you a million times it's either T Hall or Frontier. And at 7:35, we need your help on group therapy. A bride doesn't want to invite someone very important to her wedding. How does she deal with that?
Well,
Fucking Dave!
we'll see. We'll see you tomorrow.
7:35. Make sure you're listening all morning. Fuck.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, I don't know if anyone ever did
What?
enjoy any of this.
This.
I'm gonna.
Ew. Shut up, Vaught. Bailey, can you pull my shirt back?
No, that's not helping anything. There we go. That's not. It was better.
Pillsbury Doughboy, bitch.
Damn.
Traffic. This report is sponsored by Mr. Rooter. Experience freedom from clogs with Mr. Rooter Plumbing. Receive $100 off your qualifying plumbing or drain service through July 31st. Find the plumbing experts at MrRooter.com.
iHeartRadio Diddy trial update. Another Diddy accuser expected to take the stand today using the pseudonym Jane.
This after an LA hotel security guard testified Tuesday that he accepted $100,000 to help hide that explosive hotel video showing Diddy assaulting his ex, Cassie Ventura.
Eddie Garcia said Diddy had him sign a non-disclosure agreement stating it was the only copy and that he didn't call the police because Ventura didn't request him to. For more insider info direct from the courtroom, search Diddy on the iHeartRadio app.
Watch the Dave Ryan Show on YouTube. Just search Dave Ryan TV live on YouTube and the iHeartRadio app. It's 101.3 KDWB.
All right, let's do this. The Winning Song Wednesday song of the day. One that I haven't heard in a long time. We used to play this all the time on KDWB. Nelly, Just a Dream, Winning Song Wednesday. KDWB, Nelly, for the first time in a long time here on KDWB. It was the song on Winning Song Wednesday. It's a big day today.
Yeah.
Not only is it National Old Maids Day, National Hug Your Cat Day, but it's also Nicholas's 16th birthday today. They're on the way to school and listening with mom and dad, or maybe dad. I'm not really sure, but happy 16th birthday, Nicholas. When you get home today from school, something special, a brand new Nintendo Switch 2.
Exciting.
Made that up. They are not available anywhere. They go on sale today. You ain't going to find one. This is what'll happen. You'll buy a Nintendo Switch off of eBay and you'll get it and it'll be a picture of a Nintendo Switch.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of scams like that before?
Yeah. When it's just a picture of the thing instead of the actual thing. Like I saw someone post like that they bought this big bow to put on the front of their house for Christmas, and it was just a picture of a house with a bow on it.
Okay, that's
and it was
funny.
like on a huge canvas, and they're like, "This isn't what I wanted."
It's that, or I had a friend I bought a Christmas gift for. They really wanted a Switch. I don't know how many years ago. So I literally got a Nintendo Switch box. I think my sister's, and then in it I got a small little light switch from Five Below, and I was like, "You wanted a Switch?"
You
They were so beat off.
Oh, that's awful. I wonder how many parents have done that to the kid. It's like, oh God, I want a PS5. So you open it up and somebody wrote on a piece of paper, PS5. PS5 times.
I'd be so mad.
Happy birthday, Nicholas. And thank you for listening to KDWB.
Uh-oh. Jenny's been on Reddit.
Finish this phrase for me. What happens in Vegas
stays in Vegas.
But not always. And I have the stories of what has not stayed in Vegas from a bunch of people on Reddit that got crazy. All right. First off, the bride, her maid of honor, and 3 bridesmaids all went on a trip to Vegas. Well, one of the 3 bridesmaids let it slip that the bride, the maid of honor, and one of the bridesmaids all had sex with guys they met there. The wedding was called off, and the maid of honor's marriage ended.
Oh, so the bride, the maid of honor, and one of the bridesmaids?
One of the other bridesmaids all hooked up with guys in Vegas.
I have heard that that's more common than you think, because Vegas is a haven or a maven. I'm not really sure. It's a haven. It's a hotspot.
A harem.
For people who are single, ready to mingle. They go out to the club. She'll go out to the club at the Bellagio, meet some guy from Detroit. It's harmless. You're never going to see him in. Nobody's ever going to find out until they do.
It's also a haven or maven, whatever it is, for bachelor and bachelorette parties. And those are people's like last hurrahs. I'm at a bachelor party the last time I was there, and we literally partied with them all day. And nobody did anything wrong in my situation. But yeah, it's definitely, people doing their last hurrah. All right, next one. I knew someone who got really drunk at a bar, this woman. She walked up to a guy and asked if he wanted to get married. He replied with something along the lines of, sure. They went and got hitched. When they sobered up the next morning, they decided that since they're already married, they should make a go of it. And they've been together now for a decade.
Wow.
So that's a happier one.
Wow.
So I was 23 and in Vegas for a weekend with some friends. A buddy of mine hooked up with a girl who was there for her friend's bachelorette party. I guess he didn't use a condom because he got a lovely call a year later. And I guess she still had his number, but she was in a relationship with someone. And so she hadn't said anything because she had a boyfriend at the time, but not anymore. They had a DNA test done. It was his. He's still paying child support for that child.
Oop.
Not together. Nothing like that.
Yikes.
Okay, this one is a spicy, juicy, gross at the same time. Oh. A buddy of mine had his bachelor party in Vegas, and he hooked up with a stripper. Then it's his bachelor party, mind you. Then he hooked up with another stripper the next night. Well, one of the guys on the trip was his fiance's brother.
Oh.
So when they get back, the brother's like, yo, hope you had fun, but you got to tell my sister what you did. He didn't. And so the brother eventually told the fiance what happened. She still married him. And I'm sure you can guess what happened in that marriage.
Nothing good.
Nothing good. He just kept cheating on her, and eventually they did get a divorce. Yeah, stories of what happens in Vegas doesn't always stay in Vegas. All right.
Who cheats with a stripper?
I think that's probably pretty common as well. All right, last one.
Yep.
Okay.
A guy I used to work with, he just didn't show up to work one day, disappeared, and heard that he had gone to Vegas. So one of the coworkers, they Google searched him, and lo and behold, there's a article about him. He went on a robbery spree, mugged a couple of people on the strip, and got arrested. And it turns out that he was dating one of the managers at the restaurant, stole her car, and that's how he drove to Vegas and did all of that. And so, they still have no idea what caused him to go a little bit crazy because apparently that wasn't his normal everyday life.
It was the energy of Vegas.
He just went to Vegas and went a little bit crazy. But there you go. What happens in Vegas doesn't always stay in Vegas. Like
crazy
kids.
Place.
Or STDs. Oh, Dave.
Or the STDs. Thank you, Jenny.
Dave.
What? Why did you say Dave? STDs?
Well, because I know you used to live there.
It's word association.
And I think the same.
I think
Dave. I think STDs.
Okay, I'm going to say a name. You say the first name that comes to mind. Dave Ryan.
Dave Ryan.
I put the D in STDs.
Yeah, ST Dave Ryan.
Okay, thank you, Jenny. I think we'll be right back on KDWB. It is National Cheese Day. And so we're going to list because we are big into cheese here in Minnesota, but especially Wisconsin, America's Dairyland.
Yeah.
And we're going to list the top 10 cheeses. Why not? We'll do it next on KDWB.
101.3 KDWB is celebrating Pride Month in the Twin Cities. Show us how you're celebrating love, equality, and community by using hashtag KDWB Pride. And join us at the Twin Cities Pride Festival June 28th and 29th. More at KDWB.com/events. Powered locally by Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. This Pride Month, we're honored to stand with Minnesota's LGBTQ+ community because every identity deserves to be celebrated. Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Proud to serve with pride. Proud to serve you.
From the Custom One MN.com Weather Center.
The Canadian wildfire smoke should be making an exit today, so we'll finally see some blue skies with a few clouds here and there, a high of 78, and then tomorrow partly sunny, a high of 79.
This report is sponsored by Silver Tree Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. You know the rule. Get 3 quotes for home repairs. For heating and cooling, make sure one of those quotes is from Silver Tree Plumbing and Heating, your local Bryant dealer. For replacement or repairs, visit silvertreeph.com.
Take your time, just in your own words. Tell me why you're on War of the Roses.
We both have an Apple Watch, right?
Their relationship is too close at this point, and I think he's using... One girl decides to sit on Adam's lap in the pool.
She came home, and I noticed scratches on her back.
I'll admit, I was wrong. What else can I say, girl? Can't you play my head and not my
I checked his phone. Sometimes you kind of get the urges, too.
I was drunk, I was gone. That don't make it right, but promise there were no feelings involved.
He has this blue, nice pea coat, but he comes home and I've been noticing these long women's hairs stuck to it.
So she strips down, and while she's walking into the bathroom, I see something stuck to her. So I pull it off. I'm like, what the hell is this?
How long has this been going on?
You're f***ing Robert, I know it.
So my boyfriend was caught with second-degree burns from chocolate syrup that he was using to pleasure himself with. We are rekindling our relationship. I basically asked him outright in front of me. We have to go out sometime.
My ex-boyfriend, he needed a place to live. He can live in my snowmobile trailer.
It's my fault, but you gotta believe me when I say it only happened once.
What? I mean, this is crazy. Can we just have a conversation like real people? I'm scoring her.
You know what? Can you be a little bit more insecure? This is
She said, save your apologies. Baby, I just gotta know. How long has this been going on?
It's been a long time coming, and I'm sorry. You're a piece of work. You're a piece of work. Because what?
I'm a piece of work?
Believe that this is an ex-girlfriend? Just delete that.
You've been acting so shady. I've been feeling it lately.
You go all hang out with your slut brigade every...
Whoa, the slut brigade.
Okay, so then you're admitting it now. You're admitting it. I caught you before and you were lying, and now you're admitting it.
And you're sending her roses instead of me?
She said, boy, tell me honestly, was it real or just for show?
She lied and said that her birth control didn't work, so she was already pregnant. So then they had sex without any protection. That's how she got pregnant.
Ooh, that's a dirty trick.
So she tricked him.
I'm sorry, is there any truth to this?
How long has this been going on? You've been creeping around on me.
your husband put us up to this, maybe you owe him an explanation.
Yep.
Trick a woman into saying things?
But we trick men too, to be fair. We're
trick
equal
men most of
opportunity.
the time.
Listen, I had to have sex. Or listen, I had to save my job.
I've heard guys squirm on War of the Roses before. You are not even able to complete a full sentence.
I even my psychic had told me that we were soulmates and that, we would have a family. And I just know that this is the right guy.
Okay, well, you realize that sounds pretty psycho.
Like early pay, moving up payday so you could get your money faster, up to 2 days faster. And there's no cost. It's your money, right? So stop playing the waiting game. It's just one more way we're looking out for people every day. Hey, Twin Cities, is your bank looking out for you? Maybe it's time to switch. Visit your neighborhood Huntington branch or make the switch at huntington.com/yourmoney. Direct deposit and eligibility requirements apply.
This summer is all about Big 3 basketball. Ice Cube's 3-on-3 League is back with superstar ballers like Dwight Howard, Michael Beasley, and more. Legendary coaches, big plays, musical guest performances. It's something you don't want to miss. Watch every weekend all summer long on CBS and Vice.
Saving money on your outdoor project at Menards. Your dream patio is more affordable than you think. Do it yourself and save even more. Menards has the largest in-stock selection of concrete landscaping blocks ready to take home today. Plus, get free designs fast using our landscaping estimator in store or on Menards.com. Save big money on all landscaping blocks at Menards. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for all the great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards. Ooh, ooh, give me that good new view.
Schedule your free LASIK consultation today at tcecmn.com or call 612-999-2020. Twin Cities Eye Consultants. See clearly, live boldly.
Now at Verizon, we have some big news for your peace of mind. For all our customers, existing and new, we're locking in low prices for 3 years guaranteed on My Plan and My Home. That's future you peace of mind. And everyone can save on a brand new phone on My Plan when you trade in any phone from one of our top brands. That's new phone peace of mind. Because at Verizon, whether you're already a customer or you're just joining us, we got you. Visit Verizon today. Price guarantee applies to then current base monthly rate. Additional terms and conditions apply for all offers.
Your one stop for advertising? Call 844-844-iHeart.
From the 612 Injured, High Merle and Lammers Injury Law Traffic Center.
Good morning. We have delays on 35W, northbound from Burnsville Parkway up to Cliff, southbound heavy from Highway 280 to Washington. On 169, it's slow northbound from Highway 21 to Highway 101, Highway 10 tight eastbound from Airport to 35W. I'm Maria Arnold, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by Whole Foods Market. Find seafood savings at Whole Foods Market. Get 20% off sustainable wild-caught fresh halibut fillets with Prime through June 10th. Grill this light, delicious fish with roasted veggies on the side. While supplies last, shop in-store or online. Terms apply.
101.3 KDWB.
You can't make this stuff
Hey, quick shout out for Rylan, who is graduating from Spring Lake Park High School, class of 2025. I think they're the Panthers.
Yeah.
Pretty sure they are the Panthers. We are proud of you and all you've accomplished. Also, a big shout out to my daughter Haley and Scarlett for wrapping up another great school year. Thank you for helping us celebrate these amazing kids from Amanda. So thank you, Amanda, and congratulations to Rylan and Haley and Scarlett's graduation. Is it graduation day today, or when is graduation?
I feel like everybody's graduation's different. I don't think it's just
What,
on
they're not all on the same day? They're not?
No,
Not on the same time?
Believe
it or not.
Mounds View's is today. Mounds View's graduating
Mounds View
class.
Mustangs. Name of school, I'll tell you the mascot.
Okay, Irondale.
Knights.
Okay, Andover.
The Fighting Mushrooms. They're the Fighting Mushrooms.
St. Louis Park.
St. Louis Park, Parkers. Park Pirates. Pirates.
I don't know the answer.
I actually think
Well, you
that's
gotta know the
correct.
answer.
I think
Oh,
that's
okay, I'll
correct. Forest Lake.
Rangers.
Yes. Okay, good.
Give me another
good. Wyzetta.
Trojans.
Okay. Anoka.
Tornadoes.
Yeah, that's correct. Coon Rapids.
Cardinal.
Blaine.
Bengal.
Okay, all right.
St. Louis Park is the Orioles.
Oh, Dang.
You were wrong.
Yeah,
and also Andover's the Huskies, not the mushrooms. But, you guessed.
They changed. You didn't hear that?
No, they didn't. Don't even play.
They were going to go with fighting air fresheners.
Yeah.
But they went with fighting mushrooms instead.
I remember when the principal of Andover High School came to the middle school to ask us what the mascot should be when they were building Andover High School. And we were saying the Aardvarks. But
I like Aardvarks.
They chose Huskies instead.
Can we go back for a second? Who is the mushrooms? Andover?
Andover
fighting mushrooms,
now.
Fighting mushrooms.
Yeah.
Like the hallucinogenic ones? Or
Yeah, the hallucinogenic ones.
Well, I don't know that for sure.
Yeah.
When Chanhassen High School, they're the Storm, when they were being built, they did a big thing. What do you think that the mascot should be? And draw a picture. And I said the Fighting Pike, which I thought would be a really cool, because there used to be a roller hockey team in Minnesota called the Fighting Pike. And I thought that was the best badass name since the Thunder Bay Whiskey Jacks. And they did not go for Fighting Pike. And I drew a picture of a pike with a football helmet on it.
That's
I
a fish, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was angry. He was an angry fish.
Yeah. Yeah. He was a pike with a football helmet on it.
Thing I've ever heard is you actually submitted to this mascot.
I'm a member of the community.
Idea.
Yeah. What's Centennial High School?
Trojans.
Okay. Stillwater?
Ponies.
Okay. All right.
Holy Angels.
Catholics.
How about Hill Murray? The Catholics?
Catholics, yeah.
Catholics.
Hill Murray.
I mean, you're not like
Snow Devils.
Shiner the Angel is
Mounds Park Academy.
Mounds Park Academy, Mustangs.
Okay. How about the...
I don't know. I'm making these up.
I
And
know you're making them up.
You can't even... If you had a list in front of you, you could verify my results.
I could, but I don't have a list in front
Give
of
me
me.
Farmington.
Farmington.
Tigers.
Okay. Cannon Falls.
Cannonballs.
What about Little Falls?
Your mom.
My mom.
Your mom.
The Cannonballs.
That was your best one.
Which one? Cannonballs or your mom?
Both.
Yes.
Okay. National Cheese Day. Here are our top 10 according to the USDA. I'm going to count them down. Number 10. Colby Jack, Monterey Jack, tied at number 10. Number 9, American. Number 8, brick cheese, which I didn't know was a variety, more of a shape, but okay. Blue cheese at number 7. Munster at number 6. Queso, anything Hispanic cheese at number 5. Swiss cheese at number 6. Cream cheese at number 3. Did I get it mixed up? Okay,
Yeah,
Swiss cheese at number 4. There we go. Cream cheese at number 3. Cheddar at number 2. What did I miss? What's the number 1 cheese in all the land?
Provolone. Swiss.
No, we already said Swiss.
Cottage.
White
Cottage,
American.
no. White American,
White
no.
cheddar?
When I say it, you're going to go, oh, of course.
Blue.
I'll
He
tell
already said blue
you
cheese.
at the end of the cheese song.
What's happening?
What's happening? Hey.
It's your girl, Weather Girl Jenny.
Jenny. Hey.
What up, girl Tina?
What's happening?
What's up, Dave?
What's up?
What's up, Fallon?
What's up? Hey.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time. To tell you about my favorite cheeses.
Cheese.
Now, listen up, everybody.
Yo.
Hey, let's go. I like Gouda. I like Brie. I like nacho cheese lathered on me. Lathered on me. Hey. Lathered on me. Hey. I like feta. I like cream. Provolone lives in my dreams. Lives in my dreams. Hey. Lives in my dreams. Hey. Gorgonzola, and then ricotta, cheddar, 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 and burrata. Give me cheese with it, every meal with it. All my ladies, let me see you eat a feast of it. You can't do it like me, I'm from Wisco. I eat so much cheese, I want everyone to know. What's happening? What's up? Got my tummy fired up. What's happening? What's up? Got cheese up in my gut. I eat Havarti. I'm on Munster and Swiss at the party. I'm bloated on the floor, but you know I'm gonna eat more. I like Gouda, I like Brie, I like nacho cheese lathered on me, lathered on me. Hey, lathered on me. Hey, I like feta, I like cream. Provolone lives in my dreams, lives in my dreams. Hey, lives in my dreams. Hey.
Gets played once a year on National Cheese Day.
Yes, it does.
Number 1 cheese.
Shout out to my hype girl, Tina.
She did great. Hey. Hey.
What's up?
What's up, Dave? What's up?
Number 1 cheese, mozzarella.
Yeah, now I feel like a dummy.
I ate mozzarella yesterday.
Nobody cares, Bailey. Thank you for you just. Here's an idea. When you think of something to say, don't. How about that?
I can tell Dave's over Bailey today.
Today.
Today?
Just today.
You haven't been paying attention.
I'm going to call my mom to come pick me up.
Great. I'll call her for you. Dave's Dirt next. Top 10 movies ever made. There's a guitar scene where Michael J. Fox goes back to 1955 and he pulls out a guitar and he like jams on stage with the band during the Enchantment Under the Sea dance. And they look at him and they go, "What are you doing?" Now, he actually knew how to play guitar, but he didn't play that part. But the guitar was stolen and it's been missing for 40 years. Oh. So now other people who are in the movie want to get the guitar back. They're begging to find the lost guitar.
Hi, Michael J. Fox. You may know me as Marty McFly.
Leah Thompson here. I played Lorraine McFly in Back to the Future.
We need your help.
We are on the lookout for a missing guitar.
We're trying to find the guitar I played in Back to the Future.
No one's seen that guitar since 1985, and we need to find it.
It's somewhere lost in the space-time continuum. or it's in some Teamster's garage.
This guitar has been lost to the future.
If you know where it is, if you know who has it, call us, text us.
Michael? Michael? I'm sorry. I'm afraid you're just too darn loud.
Is that you? Oh, my brother.
So in other words, somebody stole this guitar 40 years ago from the set, probably a stagehand or somebody walked off with it. The gaffer, it's always the freaking
gaffer.
Those guys.
So they walk off with this, and now they have it, but you can't really take it out and sell it because then you have to admit you stole
People
it.
will know, yeah.
It's kind of like when some rock star gets their famous guitar stolen, and it's happened many times over the years. I think the Beatles had several guitars stolen, but you can't really pull it out and go, yeah, this is George Harrison's guitar from 1965, because then it'd be like, all right, you stole this. No.
Oh, there's no.
My grandpa stole it.
I want to know why they're looking for it now. Like, what's
40th anniversary is tomorrow.
Oh, 40. Okay, I see. I get it.
Okay.
All right, I understand.
Okay. Dolly Parton turned down an invite to appear on Meghan Markle's show. So here's a celebrity commentator, Kinsey, claiming Dolly's team didn't want to get involved in the whole thing and hurt her reputation.
Her team was livid because, no, they don't want to risk Dolly's epic Q score, her popularity, by associating with Meghan Markle. And they knew that this ask was just to give Meghan Markle credibility.
I want to send some love to Jessie J. First of all, Jessie J is an icon, made this song. Great song, but she just announced yesterday night that she has breast cancer, early stages of breast cancer. She said she found out. The quote says, "I'm highlighting the word early. Cancer sucks in any form, but I'm holding on to the word early. I have been in and out of tests throughout this whole period." And she says she's going to disappear for a bit after, I think she has a concert coming up soon.
Okay, yeah.
So, but
rightfully so. Okay,
but sending all the
does
love to her.
Well, I'm a little bit upset, and I think Jenny will be a little bit upset as well, because apparently next week album sales are released, and Jenny and I have high hopes for Miley Cyrus's album, Something Beautiful. It's pacing towards 45,000 debut, which I think is a good thing. But because Taylor Swift bought all of her music back, now Reputation is streaming a bunch this week and might also sell 45,000 this week. And I'm a little annoyed because, girl, you had your moment. Why? And I thought Miley and Taylor were friends. And it doesn't seem like a very friendly thing. Like, oh, your album's coming out
it the same weekend.
I'm gonna buy all my music back. Like, you knew what you were doing. Poor Miley.
I feel like in the past when Taylor, I think when her documentary of her tour came out, people literally changed the release date of movies because they didn't want to have to compete with Taylor Swift's release date of her documentary of her tour. So that's crazy. Dave, imagine, so Carson's in a relationship. He's engaged. He's about to get married and everything.
He's not, by the way.
He's not.
Just
but imagine that he is.
Yeah.
Imagine that he is. And he actually became really successful in his career, and he's a billionaire. But he comes to you to be like, hey, Dad, can I borrow some money for my wedding? How would you feel?
Well, you know exactly how I'd feel. It'd be like, you're a billionaire.
Yeah.
I'm worth $48,000 all told. So, yeah.
Well, the billionaire Mr. Beast has to ask his mom for money, not because he doesn't obviously have the money, even though he's worth $1 billion. It's the fact that he doesn't actually have physical money. He just reinvests everything. So he doesn't have the money to pay for his wedding.
Sense, yeah.
So he had to ask his mom recently to help pay for his upcoming wedding because everything's like in papers or invested somewhere. But I just think it's just funny. It's like you can't pull some money out from something.
From somewhere, anywhere.
Like, I don't know. I'll never be that kind of rich where everything's invested in different kinds of things. I'll never understand that.
How brilliant, though, that somebody makes money and then knows to reinvest it and reinvest it and reinvest it.
Well,
He's
that's
probably
how
got people.
Well, that's how you do that's how you become that kind of a millionaire or billionaire. And also, I did not realize he's only 27. I thought he was older than that.
It's wild that we keep reporting on him and he's just like a YouTube person, but then that's like, enough to be a super huge rich guy.
Of all of the social media places that you can make money off of, YouTube is the most lucrative.
Yeah.
You can make the most money off of YouTube. So if you can make it on YouTube, you're going to be making a lot of money.
We are on YouTube right now. We got 7 viewers. 7 viewers, Dave Ryan TV on YouTube.
Thanks for watching.
These are sounds from maybe your childhood that younger people will never hear. And I'm going to play these and see if you recognize these.
Okay.
Here we go. That's supposed to be a what?
A fax machine?
No, that sounds kind of like one. Yeah,
it's a printer.
Sounds like a printer. It's not. It's a it says it's a floppy disk reader.
Oh,
okay.
Well, I guess they all kind of sound the same.
Here we go.
It just sound like a door opening to me.
This sounds like my crush Alex Main coming on to
AOL
something.
Instant Messenger.
And
That's
I'm
what that is.
Ready to flirt.
We'll be like,
AOL. Yep, the precursor to texting.
WYD, Jenny.
BRB.
Okay, we missed one. I'm going to back it up a little bit and play it for you again. Okay.
Okay.
Ready? Here we go. What was that?
I have
don't
no
sound
idea.
Yeah, these just sound like
Roller
things
skate?
happening. Like these sounds like somebody was scraping something off the ground.
It is a manual credit card reader.
Oh.
I'll play it for you again. Here, check it out. A manual credit card reader. It comes after this. Here we go.
Okay,
Where
that
they
makes
stick
sense.
your card in with a slip of paper and go back and forth.
I had to use that at my first retail job maybe like twice before, like anytime the credit card reader went down, we'd have to use that. It sucked. I hated it.
And now you hold your card up to that evil reader, and it's like, boop.
If your card, you might use your phone. Hold your phone up to
Right,
it.
true, yeah.
Wow.
Or your Apple Watch, too. Next one.
Only because I think we talked about this recently. Is it dial-up?
Yeah.
Dial-up internet.
Oh,
Yeah.
so good. Boom, 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 boom.
And then it would go, you've got mail.
Someone
Because
emailed
most
me.
of us used AOL back in the day.
Yep.
That was our internet service provider, was
You
AOL.
still have an AOL account.
I have an AOL account. It's
Yeah.
like a classic car. It's like
My
the
mom has
67 Mustang.
MSN, so kind of same deal. She still has an MSN account.
I like this one. This is a gender reveal at 30,000 feet with an airplane full of complete strangers. And this couple decides they're going to do a gender reveal. Let's listen in.
Dear passengers, you already know you're on a flight to Paris, but this isn't just any flight. In fact, this might be the first time in history that someone finds out the gender of their baby somewhere over the North Atlantic. And it's a boy. Huge congrats to our lovely couple. And yes, of course, we have a cake for everyone on board because no one should have to watch the gender reveal and see antics.
What'd she say?
It's a boy.
It's a boy. There's cake for everybody.
No.
I'm just confused. Why would you choose to do this on a plane?
Because you're an intrusive, narcissistic a-hole.
Whoa.
I mean, come on, seriously. It's like, what if I'm trying to take a nap?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, there, everybody, look, it's a bird. Shut up and sit down.
Shut up.
I want to be on one of those planes, though, where something crazy happens. Like
Plunging to your death?
Well, no, not that kind of crazy. I want to still be alive. But last week we had a girl who there was like some kind of delay, and this girl came on the microphone and sang a Disney song.
Oh, that was so annoying.
Awful.
No, but it wasn't bad. She wasn't bad.
I thought that was intrusive and rude.
You want to hear it?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
They're on a delay.
Yeah.
And she stands up and she gets the phone speaker microphone and sings a Disney song. And people were like, audience was kind of split on this whole thing.
I know everybody on this island has a role on this island, so maybe I can roll with mine. I can make us strong, I can lead with pride. I'll be satisfied if I play along, but the voice inside sings a different song. What is wrong with me?
Can you imagine having to sit there and try to be polite while this girl is singing a Disney song?
I'd be so annoyed.
Well, go ahead.
I was going to say the argument could be like, they were delayed and she was just trying to be entertaining. No.
Mm-mm.
I don't know.
And why would the airline, again, I guess it was like, oh, this is a cute thing, but she's singing that song for a while.
2 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
2 minutes too long.
See, I would have been entertained. I don't know.
Not after 2 hours of sitting in that place waiting to like board or
I know, but it's
deboard
just
or
like
whatever.
I don't know how old she was, but it's just a young girl trying to
is.
shine. How old?
I don't know, but she is young.
What if every jackhole that thinks they can sing then is like, oh, my turn.
Okay, she wasn't bad.
The sun'll come out tomorrow.
Whatever. Everyone would just put their headphones on and ignore the kid anyways, if that's what really annoyed them.
I'd get out the fire extinguisher.
No, I wouldn't. I would literally be filming it and be like, God, this kid sucks. And then I'd post it to my Instagram story and I'd put a poll up, like, do you think she was good or no?
That's what people did.
Hey, shout out to Chloe on her last day of school, middle school. Here you come. Love Mom, Dad, and Adrian. And also have one more little shout out. Shout out to my little sister who graduates from Highland High School in St. Paul. So proud of her. She's going to go to Norfolk State University to pursue nursing and a minor in social work. That's Christina.
That's
so
a big
good
school.
luck.
Good for you.
Okay. A couple of more. No, we're out of time. That is it. Dave's Dirt brought to you by 612 Injured, Heimer and Lammer's Injury Law. We're going to talk to somebody in a second who needs our help.
Yeah, so he is trying to get his girlfriend back. And so he's thinking about doing a very grand gesture type of situation. We're going to let him know if it's a good or bad idea.
All right, we need your opinion. Coming up next on KDWB.
Hey, it's Fallon. I feel like I'm on my phone all the time because it's how I stay connected to people who listen to the show. But also I joke with my husband, there's, an app for everything. We have an app where we have constant